Alright, welcome back to New Vegas, and last time we finished up in Nipton. We looted everything, we went and took care of everything in the main building. So now we're heading out of Nipton, and we're actually going to head towards, kinda towards Novak. Like, Novak is the goal, but we're going to be hitting a bunch of places on the way. So let's go ahead, and we're going to head south here. There should be some Viper gangers up here we gotta take out, and then we're just gonna explore this area down here for a little bit and see what we find. Some bighorners, we can ignore those unless they bother us. And they're bothering us. Alright. Nice if I could maybe stay on my feet instead of getting my ass kicked, but we'll see. Alright, that was kind of annoying. All I really did was walk by them, and I guess that was enough to piss them off. But it's fine. I mean, they're super annoying, though. That knockback is not pleasant. Alright, let's go ahead. You drink some sarsaparilla, heal up. And we'll continue on. So where we're headed is kind of south. So there should be something around here. Alright, so this is the Legion safe house. We can't get in yet because we don't have the key, but we definitely will be coming back here later. I'm gonna head back the way we came because there should be another location over here somewhere. Okay, here we are. So this is Bradley Shack. I don't really remember what's in here, but we're going to go in and find out. See, sprung tripwire, interesting. There's a rigged shotgun, I'll take that. Anything in the sack? No. Nothing worth taking, really. BB gun, I'll take that. Some ammo boxes. Some grenades and caps, cool. It's always nice. First aid box. Alright, that's everything. So let's head back out and head over to the next area. Alright, so we're back here at the Legion safe house, and the reason that we're here is we're actually going to head this way. So, like, due south. It should put us at, and yes it does, this is the nuclear testing site. So there's a ton of ghouls here we're going to have to take down, but there should be a way to cheese it if I remember correctly. I'm just going to jump down here and jump up on that truck there. And that should stop them from being able to hit me. Yet they're still hitting me. Okay, well that's weird. So I actually think, do I have grenades? I do. Alright, so well, that didn't work. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump down. Now they're all going to come back and swarm us again, so we're going to wait a second, jump back up, and then we're going to drop a grenade. Of course I missed, so let's go ahead see if I can take this guy out. Alright, so yeah, this is going to work. It's just going to take a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these guys out, and then I will be back. I'm going to speed this up so you guys don't have to sit here for 20 minutes while I do this. And then we'll continue on. Alright, I'm crippled, I'm radiated, and I'm low on ammo, but I got all the ghouls. As you can see, there is ghoul corpses everywhere. Go ahead and see if they've got anything on them real quick, and then we're going to head inside the building. Alright, so some minor loot on the feral ghouls, nothing spectacular, which of course is to be expected. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to pop another Rad-X, and we're going to run into that building right there. I'm now radiated, which is fine. Alright, so we're going to go ahead into this shack here. And let's see what we got here. So there's some loot in the fridge, some alcohol. What else we got? Alright, what else got here? Some jet, some buff out, mentats, there's a diary, bottle caps. And then the main reason that we wanted to come here is not that. So, what the heck? Now, I could be wrong, but I could have sworn that there was a unique shotgun here, but I guess not. But a good reason to come here, regardless, is for this right here, Nikola, Tesla, and you, right here under this book behind the shotgun. So that's the energy weapon plus 3 skill magazine. And let's go ahead and search this person. Alright. So, I thought there was a unique weapon here. I could have sworn, but I guess I was wrong. But we got a hunting shotgun, which is nice early on. They're pretty valuable. We got the skill book, so definitely worth it. And we got some good XP from killing those ghouls. So now, before we move on, actually, you know what? We're gonna move on, and then we'll do that later. So, I gotta get out of here before I die from radiation poisoning. So, there we go. Alright. So yeah, now I was right. Before we move on, I'm actually going to head back to town and just get myself, I'm almost out of stim packs, so I'm going to heal up a little bit, get some Radaway and some stim packs, and then I'll be back. Alright, so we're back here at the old nuclear testing site. I went through and I got a bunch more stim packs, and I picked up a couple Radaway, and just so I'd have it, and now we're going to continue on. So, I continue heading over this way. Alright, and here we are at the Matthews Husbandry Farm. At least I think that's what this location is. Let's see, yes it is. Okay, cool. So there's not really a lot here. I think there's another skill book here, but there is some minor loot here and some cool stuff too. There's a bunch of notes scattered around that kind of tell you what happened here. Like there's one right here. Just gonna check this place out, see if there's anything worth taking. There's another diary page. So here's some graves. I do want to dig these up. I just need to grab my shovel, which EDE is holding. Alright, so nothing special, but, you know, some ammo and some couple weapons, so nothing too great, but, you know, still worth it, still worth picking up. Don't think there's anything in here as far as notes go. Don't see any, so let's head into the barn. Alright, so what do we got down here? Nothing down here, I don't think. Just a bunch of big horners. Up top here, some more minor loot. Duffel bag. Duffel bag's got some decent stuff in it. Okay. So again, nothing, you know, earth-shattering, but still some decent stuff. It's a quick little pit stop you can make on your way to pretty much anywhere else. Some ramen. What do we got up top here? There's some bottle caps, including a star bottle cap. There's another diary page. And yeah, okay. So definitely worth making the trip here, because here's another copy of the Wasteland Survival Guide. So just, it's in the first barn. If you're facing the barns, it's the right-hand barn. Come up here, right up top of the steps, Wasteland Survival Guide. So definitely worth the pit stop to do this. Where are we at? We're at Matthew's Animal Husbandry Farm. So it's just to the west of Novak, right below the roads. And definitely a place worth stopping by just for the skill book. So let's move on. Alright, so I'm going to head over this way. There should be a couple of farms over here that we can hit before we head up the road. The other thing too is there is south of here is the crashed vertibird. I'm not going there right now because there's a bunch of robots there that will absolutely tear me up with my current loadout, so I'm not going to head there yet. And then I do usually like to head to Camp Searchlight early, which is right over this way, but I don't have enough Radaway to survive, so we're gonna head there, but not just yet. So that's Searchlight right there, so we're not gonna head that way just yet. What we're gonna do is head north here, and there should be, like I said, 1 or 2 farms along the way. Oh, there's one right there, so yes, there'd be this one, and then there should be, I think there's one also right like over here. And if this is the one I'm thinking of, this is the one where we get, yep it is, we get ambushed by I think vipers here once we head inside. So we go in, and yep, there, once we go in the trailer, they'll show up. So, where are they at? So now they're shooting at us. Let's take these guys down. Perfect, easy enough. And I think EDA's got one over there. It would help if I could hit anything I was aiming at, that'd be great. Alright. I mean, as with most games, my aim will severely improve the more I play, but for now my aim is just awful. So let's go ahead and loot these guys. So yeah, this place is nice just for some easy XP. There's what, a bunch of guys here, what, like 6 or 7? That ambush you, so it's a nice nice spot to come get some early easy XP and some easy loot. Alright, I think I got all these guys up here. And we can go back down here, and we're also going to loot the trailer too, since I just ran in to trigger the event and I didn't actually take anything. What do we got here? And as you can see now is when I'm starting to become a little more selective in my item looting, so that will continue going forward. So we got healing powder, I'll take. It's good in a pinch. Armor case, leather armor we'll take. First aid box we'll take. Duffel bag. Decent stuff in there. Ammo and a bottle cap. Alright, cool. So there's some stuff there, and now where we're gonna go is right up here. So let me get my bearings here on the map. So we should just head this direction here, so we're gonna make the left. And in this general direction there should be another farm. So yeah, this is the other farm up here. So again, there's nothing super good outside here. There is something decent inside. Not decent, but there's a unique weapon inside, so I'll grab that in a minute, but I want to loot the outside first. So this is Wolfhorn Ranch. We're going to come up here. Let's see if we got anything here. Some ammo box. I think there's a grave over here too. There is. I'll grab that in a second. As soon as Eddie shows, there he is. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and dig the grave. So some pretty decent loot in the grave. That's definitely worth it. Give him back our shovel. Alright. So let's head down here and we're going to head into the building, and there's a unique weapon in here that we're going to pick up. Alright, and this is going to be... Just turn my light off. This is going to be the main reason that you're coming here. The only thing that's super worth it is twofold. So first thing, you got the unique cleaver here, chopper, so you're going to want to take that off the stove. And on the floor here, you have a Tumblers Today, which is the lockpicking book. So you're definitely going to want to come here and pick both of those up. Again, this is Wolfhorn Ranch, and you're in the only enterable building. You just come in here, right on the floor here by the fridge, you'll have the book, and on top of the stove, you'll have the cleaver. So 1000%, this place is worth it to come to for those. That's pretty much all that's here. Like, again, there's some decent minor loot, but nothing spectacular. Definitely the highlight of this trip is the two items that we just went over. Alright, so that's it for the Wolfhorn Ranch. And then we're going to start heading up past the ranger station towards Novak, but we're going to do that in the next one because that's going to about do it for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.